Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And you don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. Just sit back and relax as we go on a journey in a
Beneath the
sea of good
sea.
advice. In a sea of good advice, housed safely, here to help, is the craft of questionable safety that you will be traveling in for
we
the Sea of Advice tour.
we have been known as podcast titans for sure.
Oh my goodness gracious. I hope they make a movie and it's
I
like
don't.
they're stuck. It's like a dramatic like suspense movie and it's like they're like questioning like okay, it's been however many hours. Like do we eat someone's leg? Are we going to run out of air before it even matters? You know?
Oh, you mean
Maybe we
like
could just
you mean
what?
like space movies?
Like space movies.
Because
And
they've
it's
definitely
like
done that.
so what if we just like try to puncture a hole in the side so that we don't die? It's like it just seems like it'd be a very like compelling movie premise.
Whoa! Oh my God! What an original thing that 800 people in Los Angeles have not started days ago.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be helpful. Okay.
You're not helpful though. It's ass. It's ass.
Okay, whatever.
There's gonna be
I'm
fucking doc.
done
No, there's gonna be
giving you ideas.
bullshit. There's gonna be bullshit fucking documentaries within 4 months about this.
Yeah. Well, I don't want a documentary. I want like what's his face? Snakes on a Plane guy. Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson on it, but then you're taking the scariness out of it because the whole thing that is terrifying was that it's this tiny little thing that you can't even stand up in.
Okay, and is he too large? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that Samuel L. Jackson's probably not going to take a role where he's constantly crouched over in a tube.
That's fair. Okay, so it needs to be little people.
I, I want all these midgets off my fucking sub. Like, why would it just be little people that were in there?
Because they're small enough to comfortably sit in the tube for the filming.
Dwarf Marine. Like,
But
that's.
what if it's just also a tiny sub?
Yeah, I don't. I, it's a terrible fucking idea. That's a terrible idea. You're never
They're
gonna make
searching
it.
for Atlantis and their tiny dwarf submarine.
Because people were shorter back then in history times. We'll fit right in.
It's not. That's. Then why would Samuel L. Jackson be there?
To rein in the little people.
That's just what he does for a job.
Yes, yeah.
That's his job.
He's
It's
the
like
captain. He's the pilot.
of Dwarf Marine.
Yes. It's a lot like Snow White, only black.
I think they did make a Snow Black.
Did they?
I hope so.
Oh, they did make a Snow White with like a Hispanic chick or something like that, like some Latino maybe or something. I don't remember, an
A
Indian
lot of
chick
them.
or something.
Yeah, but a lot of Indian chick and Latina are a
I don't
big leap.
remember. I don't remember who it was, but it was not someone with porcelain skin.
All right. I mean, that's fair. You're just picking something. You'd be like, yeah, I don't know. She might have been fucking Japanese or some shit. Like, you're just picking. You're just picking the world. Like, Guatemalan. I don't fucking know.
I mean, I'm not sure.
She wasn't animated. I just know that. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking
You're
about, okay?
fucking horrible at writing, dude.
I'm not writing anything. This is like a brainstorming session. I'm pitching things.
Don't pitch. You're not the pitch bitch. You got no pitch
I'm not
bitch.
the pitch bitch.
Yeah. You wouldn't have even come up with that cool name. You wouldn't have even
You're
come up
right.
with that cool name.
You're right. I wouldn't have.
You could have been known around Hollywood as the pitch bitch. You walk in
Dude,
your boss
that would
Ball
be
Scout and
really
shit.
cool.
No,
I
it
could wear
wouldn't
like
be
a
cool.
pantsuit.
Yeah.
I'm the pitch bitch. Just like doing poses everywhere I go for no reason, and everyone's just like, "What is wrong with her?"
Yeah.
That's what I should do with my life. I should run away to Hollywood and be the pitch bitch.
I think that you would definitely look like you fit in Hollywood given the increased amount of homeless people.
I don't think I look very
You
homeless.
do look homeless.
Homeless people don't have bangs.
They do. Oh
Wait,
yeah, they
when are
do.
they cutting their bangs?
With their fucking fentanyl needles.
You can't cut with it. That's
Homeless
not.
people have
That's
scissors.
ridiculous.
You're gonna sit here
Where
and
did they get the scissors?
oh yeah, in the state that it's totally cool to just steal shit from the CVS. I wonder where they got scissors.
Well, that's not legal at all.
It's yeah, it is. It basically is.
That's fair. Okay,
You
never
can
mind.
steal scissors from the CVS anywhere.
Any CVS anywhere?
Probably, yeah. I think you get away with it. I could steal
Hmm.
scissors if I wanted. I could hit up every CVS in Orlando, and I'll
You
bet
should
I would
test
have
this.
at least a 75% success rate. And the last 25% would be their like CVS corporate is like, I don't know, look out for this guy. They'd have surveillance footage of me. It'd be like, he's going around stealing the same pair of fucking scissors at every CVS. It'd take him a while to catch me. I'd start
It would
wearing
take 'em a
disguises.
while.
I'd wear disguises.
This sounds like a great idea.
Why? Then I've got
Now
what?
this is a pitch.
800. See, there you go. Obsessive compulsive artist needs scissors to complete his avant garde piece. We call it the welding thief. Scissor lifter.
Look, if you know any producers, big shot producers, dear
Sure.
listeners, send them the idea.
Yeah.
My idea too.
You know what? You know what idea I've had for so many years. I got it back when I was telemarketing. I never even fucking tried to write the damn thing. I just thought of the trailer in my head a bunch. It's the telemarketer. All right.
Okay.
And no, it's a horror movie.
Oh gosh.
And
Like
it's a disgruntled telemarketer, okay? And you know, when you're people don't typically know this, when somebody not the scam calls usually as far as I know, but probably you could always see like somebody's name, address, all of that. Sometimes they would live really close by and they were assholes. So I just would fantasize about going and murdering them, you know?
Oh.
But, you know, it's somebody's a dickhead to a telemarketer and he's just like, oh, perturbed. And the only line that I really thought would be good is they go to try to call the police because the telemarketer's in the house because it's a slasher flick, you know. And they go to try to call the police. It's a landline. And he goes, the line's dead. And he goes, not as dead as you. And then kills him. And then,
You could build a whole movie around that line.
Exactly. That was the idea. Is the telemarketer. Tell us,
It's
dude.
like,
the
do you remember
tele-
that the Jim Carrey movie? Was it like the Cable Guy or whatever?
Yeah,
Where
that
he
was not a horror movie, but yeah, it was good.
I mean, it's basically the same thing.
It's definitely a comedy movie. The great part of that movie is when they have the party and then Jim Carrey buys the guy the prostitute and like doesn't tell him it's a prostitute. You remember that? He was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought this time, you buy next time." The guy's furious, obviously. It's a comedy movie. It's a great comedy.
Yeah.
The Cable Guy rules.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I like Jim Carrey stuff though. He's funny. Not all of it.
Yeah, I mean, like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was pretty good. Obviously, Ace Ventura. Obviously, you got
Grinch. The Grinch.
We
That was
s-
pretty good.
we saw that on a school field trip. It was creepy as shit, honestly. If anything's a horror movie, it's
They
The
made
Grinch.
him too mean, like weird,
They made him really weird looking.
yucky.
Yeah. It was Ron Howard directed that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about all that. The Grinch. Yeah, Jim Carrey. Yeah, he was Liar Liar. That's a
scene-
hell of a movie.
Yeah, I like that movie. The scene where he's like the Grinch is wrapping up what is her name? Susie Lou Who?
Oh yeah, Susie
Yes?
Lou Who?
Yeah. He's like wrapping her up in gift wrap in the mail room. That is terrifying.
I don't even remember that. I remember the
He's like
fucking.
gonna shove her in the mail smoosher or whatever. Like, I don't even know.
I have to watch it when Christmas comes around, but yeah, I don't remember that part. I remember the animated one because it's amazing.
Well, yeah, but in that one, he's not even that evil. He just kind of steals their dinner or whatever. He's just
Yeah.
kind of mad. But like in the live action one, he's like legitimately doing things that
Just
are
crimes,
horrible.
just murder
Like, yeah,
attempts.
he's just a really bad person. Okay, and he's a creep. And he's got like one of those like romantic storylines where he's like the nice guy who had the crush on the girl, and he's like a creepo, just like hanging out in the wings. It's like it's a very disturbing movie.
I have to watch it. Christmas is coming not soon enough.
You
So
have to watch it.
I'm the opposite of the Grinch, man. I'll beat the shit
Yeah.
out of the Grinch. I'll butt fuck the Grinch, dude. Just try to steal my Christmas.
I
You
believe
serious?
you
Not on, no, not on
because you're
not on
gay.
Christmas Day. Not on this day, Christmas Day. No.
All right, let's get in.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
apparently I'm supposed to yell at you because you were talking shit about Scene Kid hair.
Oh no, so I posted that I cut the bottom layer off my hair because I felt like it started to look like a mullet or scene kid hair, and I think Erica was offended because she felt like I was being unpatriotic for making fun of mullets or something. And
Mullets
she
are gay.
said that kids these days can't hang about the scene kid hair thing. So I said, "Tell us more about the days of your grandma."
Yeah.
And I think she was not happy with that one.
Well, I mean, it was an awesome. I yelled at her about it too. I was like, "Listen, we were cool at the time, but it's not. We looked retarded. We all looked stupid."
You're on
And
my side. Oh.
no, I'm not on your side. We were super cool. Like
Yeah.
it was really sweet,
It
dude.
wouldn't be cool now though. Not
Uh,
for
I
like,
I see kids try to.
late 20s.
No, no. I mean, not for you ever. You never would have fit in with all the pretty kids. I mean, you smelled like cat pee.
I did not just eternally like the stench of cat pee washed off at some point.
But at least once, though.
Just yeah.
See, I've never smelled like cat pee.
I don't believe that.
I've never smelled like cat pee. Why would I ever smell like cat
Well,
pee?
you've probably smelled like your own pee.
No. Oddly
I
enough,
don't believe you.
I've only peed on myself like a couple times.
Only a couple times. I've had 3 children, and I can't remember a time I've ever just peed myself.
Yeah, you're too busy. You could never. You're covered in pee already. Kid pee, cat pee, a lot of pee.
I wouldn't even notice, I guess.
Yeah, it's just pee. Too much pee.
There's a lot of pee.
A lot of pee.
It's so much pee, and then the poop.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what got smeared all over the rail on the stairs today. The like handle you hold going up, right? Like it was black.
I don't know.
It wasn't poop.
All over the black rail. Sounds like a cool Scene Kid band.
Okay, let's get into our Dear Abby segment.
All right.
Dear Abby, is it octopi or octopuses? Actually, it's octopode.
It's octopod, I believe, but all 3 are acceptable.
It's octopode with an E at the end. It's Greek.
Oh, yeah, that's acceptable. Octopi and octopuses are all 3 acceptable.
Yep.
They are all. You can Google it yourself. There's no reason to ask such a silly question because all are acceptable. Because I forget how I had to look it up, but I guarantee it was a fucking argument. And then I was like, huh. Turns out everybody's
It literally
right.
doesn't matter. Yeah, it just doesn't matter at all. I looked it up when I was doing a research project on ocean life in high school, and that's when I first developed my love for octopodes because I chose them as my research project, and I learned a lot. And that was one of my big points for my PowerPoint presentation on it.
Well, that's.
Like you could say whatever you want. It was good filler content.
Well, yeah, I mean, because you got to think they got 8 legs, so like they could have 3 different names. Fuck them.
Yeah, they can have a lot of names. And one of their legs is their. I'm sorry. There's a diagram I posted on Twitter.
Why?
It's a couple people very upset with me about it.
What? I didn't see
About
it.
how It's a diagram of how an octopus has sex.
Oh, well, yeah, how do they do that? Probably suck faces, right?
No, a tentacle in her head. There's
Oh,
a hole in the head, like area, and like so the eggs are up in the head compartment, right? Because they're like their
makes
brain is
sense.
all over, right?
Sure.
It's not in there. So the eggs are in there, and then the testes on the male are in his head too, and so it like connects down one of the tentacles. It's like
He
a specific
jizzes out of his
tentacle,
arm?
and it's like into her head, into the cranium.
Huh. They're very, very cerebral animals.
Rachel said, basically. Sapiosexuals. Anyway, there's a couple
Pretty
people
good.
that are not happy with me right now, apparently.
I don't know. I have to
Just
look
because
that
they
shit
didn't
up.
want to know. Like, nobody's even mad at me because it's inappropriate. They're just like, I did not want that.
Well, I never thought about it, but like it's good to know. I guess like
It's
yeah,
fascinating. It's weird. That's why I like them so much.
weird.
Because they're freakish, weird creatures. Just totally alien. Just completely alien.
I mean, weird. Yes, I don't know how fascinating octopi
They have
pussy is, but
they
like
it's very fascinating.
I guess I don't.
They have found villages where they made huts under the ocean
Okay, what's that
of
have to do with
octopus.
what's it like?
It's fascinating.
No,
They're cool.
I think it's great that they mate just like I do. You just punch her right in the head with one of your tentacles, and you're good.
Exactly.
That's how you do it. You just
Bryden is actually an alien.
I think that sometimes one of the I mean, I'd like to think I'm one of like the Nordics, like the tall blonde aliens, but I'm probably a gray just wearing a wig like Roger
You're-
from American Dad.
You think you're not tall or blonde.
I know. Well, I mean, because one of the Nordic aliens, the tall blondes, came down there, and then they mated with my terrible mortal mother, and then that is why
Well, no, because you would have traits of both. No, if anything, I'm one of them
I have
because
the
I'm tall and blonde.
no, you're just a shitty person, and ugly. I have the genius
I'm
brain.
the Hyperborean.
No, I have the genius brain. You are
You
just
do
a freak.
not.
Genius
There's
brain.
nothing in there. Nothing.
I got the genius brain.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Like a never mind. Okay. I already know the joke Bryden's gonna make about that. But seriously, when they take over the world, I want to know how to address our new rulers in plural. Well, now you know. You can call them whatever you like.
I call them
They may have preferences.
pussies.
I would suggest that you not do that.
I would. I'd be like, listen here, you're pussy, and they're gonna be like, because they don't they don't do shit. What do they do?
They can change color to communicate.
Not with me. What are they gonna be like? Hey, I'm not
like a
black.
strobe
what
light.
the fuck am I supposed to notice that? Well, like, I don't give a shit. Squishy as fuck. I'd kick the shit out of a goddamn octopus.
They're pure muscle, dude.
They're squishy muscle.
Oh yeah, so I bet you're gonna fight Mike Tyson too.
Mike Tyson is like well adjusted for land. These guys can just kind of get along.
No. If you tried to fight a giant Pacific octopus that has figured out how to get on land safely,
You're
and
adding a
survive,
whole lot of what ifs here.
well, how else are you gonna fight the octopus?
They don't
You'd have
even-
to go underwater.
Listen, they don't have. No, I wouldn't. I just stay the fuck out of water. I don't have $250,000.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you could just go down with like a bucket over your head
That's
because
not.
they're the air.
Did
stays
you
in the-
build the Titan?
Well, that's classified.
What?
Follow-up question. Will officially licensed here to help octopus hats protect us from elimination? Or are we better off wearing officially licensed dog hats so the octopi know we're part of a ferocious and very disciplined army? I feel like this is a lot of words for a LARP.
I feel like if I turn on the fucking news and I see that anything but seals are washing up to shore, yeah, we'll get some sweet helmets. We'll get some sweet fucking helmets.
Yeah.
They're gonna have spikes on them. like all World War One-ish and stuff. If I could grow
You
my
just want
stupid,
Spike on the top.
I do just want, yeah, this is the one spike.
Just like headbutt people.
Yeah,
Great.
I mean, I don't know. I think it wouldn't be that hard to just take them
So
out.
I want to address though. Okay, so the reason why we're fascinated with the submarine thing is not necessarily just because everyone is fascinated with it right now. It's because if you missed it, our bonus episode last week, which you can pay just $1 to go and listen to, at patreon.com/here to help podcast, and you can get all the bonus episodes from the back, whatever. Anyway, the point is we spent the entire time shopping for little submarines just like this one, and like searching through them and trying to find one that would go deep enough for our purposes so that we could go to Antarctica and discover what's beyond the ice wall of the flat earth. And then suddenly a few days later everyone's talking about how someone went in one of the things we were looking at. It's stuck down there.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need the helicopter is what I'm getting at. I feel like this whole submarine business is a wash. We have to find a different way to get to Antarctica and get past the ice wall.
Yeah. It's, it was odd
But
timing. It was odd timing.
it was weird, right? And also, though, not long before that, there were leaks about like UFO stuff from government people, right? Everybody was talking about that for a few days before that. And one of the things that I read during that time from one of the articles, one of the statements, is that they have been looking for UFOs underwater and looking for things coming out of water. Okay, so the ocean, most of which has not been explored. There's a bunch of freakish creatures down there. We don't know what's going down there. We can't even go look at the Titanic without just dying. Or maybe dying soon. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. It's horrific. R.I.P. Pray for them, obviously. But that's where the UFOs are coming from. So if we just go and get one of those, we can get over the ice wall.
I'm just thinking, I don't know if anybody's ever played the Dreamcast game Seaman, but I'm picturing there's just a bunch of deep sea creatures that just have Abby's face.
Probably. That's probably where my people are.
Yeah, they're just deep sea blobfish.
I just can't get over just all the freaking time. Why are people so excited about my face?
Well, I mean,
just strangers. Just, oh, that's crazy that you look like that. Just like it's not even a positive way.
I mean, people were really excited about the Elephant Man's face too.
No, I told you about all the people like that'll just come up to me, like cashiers and just people at the store, and they'll be like, "You look like this character, this cartoon character," and I go look it up, and she's got a giant nose and like bangs, and every time it's like a different one, but they all have the same template. It's all big nose Pixar ladies. But anyway,
you are certainly cartoonish.
Yes, I look like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe that's where my people are.
Not in a good way, like anime or something where people might find you attractive, but in the bizarre, kind of modern,
valley.
Yeah, sort of thing. Do
you like my new haircut?
No.
Is it that bad?
Yes.
I literally just cut off the bottom layer. It's not that different.
Yeah, it wasn't great before.
It was great before. It's great. Look at it. It's fun because I could go like this. I can shake my head around, and it's just cool because it doesn't. It's like it's above my shoulders.
And that's important. How often are you doing that?
All day. I cut my hair last night. I've been doing it constantly since then.
So, okay, now not only are you freakishly tall, have a cartoon face, but you're constantly walking around, shaking your head back and forth. You look like you've got the perfect haircut for somebody that, when they get a little excited, their mom puts a helmet on them. All right? Yeah. That's what you look like.
I'm a little dizzy right now.
Yeah. And always ditzy.
Okay. Moving on. About the hats. Yes.
Spike helmets.
You will have hats that will protect you. Yes.
And you can purchase them now from reynoldswrap.com. Now, I'll put out an instruction for you, and you can figure it out. That will protect
Full on
you.
tutorial. You should make a tutorial on making tinfoil hats and put it on with the spike specifically, so
Yeah.
it's new and unique.
You gotta
And
have a
put it
little
on
bit of a,
TikTok or something,
you know,
or
have a little
YouTube.
spike, and then like how to put it all over with cardboard on your windows, and you know that way all the rays can't get into the chemtrails and stuff.
Yeah,
That
we're
makes
gonna take
sense.
care of you. We're gonna take care of all of you. Dear Abby, now that Reddit is dying, where can I go IRL to interact with the cringiest people with the dumbest problems? You could go to wherever Bryden is.
Chili's.
You could go to Chili's is a good plan.
Chili's is super good.
Or a hole in the wall liquor store.
Yeah, but
Um
that's just you.
That's
That's
just me. I had a crazy time today in a liquor store. Freaking my life is a disaster and bad things are constantly happening to me. I can't get a break. Anyway, you can go to Walmart. Just go to Walmart. It's weird in there.
well, it just like it. I mean, find like some college bar. I mean, that's pretty much probably where you're gonna find those people at.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I don't know, but I guess a ton of them probably don't go
Seattle.
outside that. But yeah, just basically Seattle. Just go to
Seattle.
Seattle. Yeah, I don't. Just go to Seattle. I'm sure you're gonna hear some really interesting shit there, in between getting mugged. Keep a decoy wallet on you.
That's a good idea.
Pre-break your fucking car windshield.
Okay, my girlfriend. Okay, this one is from Twitter. Basically, it just they Tappy tagged at Octoabby Dear Abby at the end of it, so it's more of a story.
All right.
But we will help him anyway.
Well, you know what we should do first?
Hmm.
I will go take a piss and make a drink.
Okay, are we
So,
pausing the
yeah,
recording?
yeah.
Okay. My girlfriend thought it was weird that my cousins owns a house and his girlfriend owns a house. So she asked why they didn't just live together. And my aunt got snotty and said because they aren't married, but now they got engaged and are going to sell one of their houses and move in together. LOL.
One of their houses. That's
One of their
just
houses.
one of their houses. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, we're going to sell one of them.
Yeah. I
Um,
think okay, they're very rich, but considering my girlfriend
wanna-
and I are both wait, go ahead.
You want to fix whatever's going on with that fucking. There it goes. You don't. You got to get a new mic. You got to figure it out. All right,
Okay,
go
I'll
ahead.
get a new one. I'm sorry. Um, they're very rich, but considering my girlfriend and I are both middle class, asking why you own two houses seems like a pretty reasonable question. So maybe don't be such a dismissive, moralizing ass, especially when they're going to live together when they're not married 6 months later.
Well,
The worst part is if I bring up how ridiculous that is, I'd be causing drama. So tired of matriarchs sideswiping people. It's ridiculous. But I do have a very easy answer for you, Tappy. They weren't engaged yet. If you're just dating someone and you sell your house to go live with them, that's like a pretty big commitment. Like, what
Yeah.
happens if you break up? Who gets the house? You sold yours. What if 6 months later, instead of getting engaged, they had gotten broken up?
yeah. I also think it's kind of a retarded question to ask somebody. Why do you own two
It
houses?
is. It's pretty dumb. It's like, what do you? Okay, so you said they're rich people. Rich
There you go.
people own two houses even when they do live together.
Yeah, that's
Rich people own three houses. Rich people have vacation houses in multiple
in
places.
Florida. In Florida, like you wouldn't believe. They're just a lot of vacation homes. And hey, guess what? For poor people like me, all that does is drive up the fucking price of houses.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's super fun.
That's part of why you and your girlfriend are puzzling over why people would have two houses when you don't have any houses, maybe.
Yeah.
But still, because they were, I mean, it makes sense to move in together and not have two separate houses that they're paying for if they're engaged and planning to be married and have children together. Like if they're just dating, it doesn't really, it's pretty impractical, actually.
Unless they're like fucking super crazy rich and then they can just buy all the houses that they want. How rich are these people? You know, I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe maybe they're buying and selling houses like, you know, all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very funny. It's a very funny thing to be very mad about.
It's a dumb thing to be mad about. I'm
Why
gonna
do
be
you
honest.
have two houses when you're dating and not even engaged? Why are you not living together yet when you are dating?
In a fucking studio apartment in the city with plain walls because you can't put anything on the walls and the popcorn ceiling on the fifth floor with loud neighbors on all sides. Like because they're rich people, bro. What the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah.
You answered
It's
your own
pretty-
question.
It's pretty dumb. Thank you for tagging me in it and giving us the fodder, but you guys are both kind of dumb.
I don't know. Because they live a completely different lifestyle than I will ever achieve. These are passport people, basically. They've got. I'm not even going to Canada. I'm gonna live and die in this country. Going anywhere?
Go to Canada.
Where am I gonna go? Canada? What's the point? So up there, they're like, what? They get Ryan Long, Letterkenny, and I think Norm Macdonald actually, and the guy who made well, Broken Social Sin's a really good band. Anyway, they've given us some cool stuff, but it's all down here that I find out about it. I don't care about the rest of it. It's just fucking Drake. He's another one.
Why are you? I'm so lost at this point. Why are you talking about Drake?
Well, he's from Canada.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah,
He still lives
he
there.
is, isn't he?
Yeah, he
was
still
in
lives there.
Degrassi.
Yeah, he still lives there.
He's a little cripple boy.
Yeah. First name greatest, last name ever. Drake's pretty good.
He's gay.
But maybe. But all the good stuff from Canada comes down here, so there's no reason to go there.
It's true.
Even the only way you could get me to go to Canada if they were like, we'll give you 2 houses.
That would be nice.
I'd be like, shit.
But then you have to live by French people.
Yeah, you don't live in Quebec. They don't like you.
I don't like them either. So
Yeah,
it's fair.
how are you gonna be French and Canadian?
It's pretty pick a struggle.
I-
Dude, it's a freaking problem. Why even live? Oh my goodness! Everyone pray for the Quebecois. They're having a real rough time out there. All right.
Nobody can.
Shouts out.
Nobody can understand. The French can't understand what the fuck they're saying. The Canadians can't
Yeah.
understand what the fuck they're saying. You know.
They're putting the language on all the signs, but it still doesn't make any sense because it sounds nothing like what they say out loud at
Yeah.
this point.
Well, it's like the only thing I compare it to is like, down Bayou, Louisiana French. Like,
Yes, it's very similar. Now
Wow.
that I can't understand a word of either, honestly. They might as well be just speaking French. Like with that accent.
They think they are. They think
They
they're speaking
probably
French.
do think- All right. My why? Oh wait, Reddit advice segment time. Sorry, I forgot to do our transition. Perfect. Thank you. I don't even have to do it this week. My wife sabotaged my date with another girl and is flirting with me.
Hold on, wait, what? Wait. I'm lost from jump here.
It's a great title.
Okay.
Just for context, my wife and I grew up in a religious cult in which you have to donate money to your furl's father, and he
money.
can approve them. This person is not the most literate.
They sound like somebody that grew up in a religious cult.
You have to donate a money to your furl's father, and he can approve the marriage in change.
Wait, is that a pun?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's just really stupid.
Do they give you change back? They're like, all right, here's a money. It's 1 money, and they're like, I will give you 5 lower money back
I think that's what it is.
in exchange for my furl.
We were friends, and I bought her when I was 19 because her
What
father
the
wanted to accept an offer by another dude. She
Damn.
hated.
Where is this
We were
cult?
Yeah, I know. You just buy women. Okay, we were able to work and study at university thanks to the facade marriage. and always intended to leave the cult after we had stable jobs, which we have now. We lived together ever since our marriage, but we have different rooms, split the bills, and can date who we want, of course.
Okay. So,
So,
I mean, I feel like that's a great explanation, but the rest of the story I really don't give a shit about as much as the first part I have a ton of questions about. But they're just
okay.
gonna gloss over that. They're gonna be like, yeah, anyway, so like I bought this girl, whatever, you know, I got some change back. But yeah, I mean the real thing is like, can you believe she sabotaged my date?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
All
He's
right.
just buying a woman. It's very kind of him to buy that woman from her father so that she didn't have to marry the man she hated. But I feel like this is a setup for like a really cute Korean rom com.
I feel like at the end somebody's gonna ask in the comments, hey, what was this cult? And they're gonna be like, Catholicism, duh. We're Italian.
I couldn't find it. I couldn't find
Right.
the post. This was a screenshot I got,
Well,
but maybe I could find it. A couple months ago, we went to our hometown for a few days to see our families, and she kissed me a lot. We're both single at the time. You're not. You're literally married.
yeah. Well, did they let them go
Which
through the state to be married, or was it just through the money changing table that they got married?
I would imagine both. So I don't know how it is in their religious cult. I don't know why they would have this, but even in like super trad Catholic sects, you have to get a legal marriage to get the religious marriage.
Yeah, but typically they're not they're not getting change back for like what do they call endowments, right? You're not getting you don't get change back.
No, but it's like a
Or dowry, that's what
dowry.
it's called. Dowry, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't get change back from the dowry.
not
Endowment
usually.
is
I don't really get that part.
endowment's like what colleges get or black men are they're well endowed, you know. It's,
So they say. I'm sure you know better than me.
I'm just going off of what you told me.
No, don't you do this to me. I have never said such a thing. I know nothing about this. Well, now I sound racist.
You do.
There's nothing I can do here.
You do.
Okay, I'm racist. I'm confessing. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You're gonna say
was I?
you're gonna say that over black dude's got big peckers. Everybody knows. Everybody
Yeah,
knows.
it might be a myth because I read an article before that it was a myth that Asian men have the opposite, and maybe
Nobody's
it's
gonna
propaganda.
write. Nobody's. Yeah. Okay. Who was that written by? Xi Jinping. Okay. He was like, actually, we got a very big winners. Okay.
He's
Nobody.
writing for the Washington Post now.
Yeah, you're not gonna see Cornel West is not gonna write the myth of the giant black wang. Like he's not gonna do that. Of course, we call it a wang for a reason. So maybe this is some like lost history shit.
You know what? I think maybe it's the opposite, and this is all an elaborate psyop.
I just think that I probably need to Google big dick Chinese men.
Yeah. Let us know what you find. Just not in picture.
I'll be sure to let everybody know what I find when I search big dick Asian men.
You're just find like one dude.
Dude,
The one dude's carrying an entire industry.
Oh, that would rule. That would rule. He's the most popular dude in all of Asia.
Everyone knows who he is. Okay,
It's gotta be Yao Ming. He's taller than shit.
yeah, maybe.
He's
Yeah, I
probably
guess so.
packed. Yao Ming's probably packing.
Look, I don't really want to think about that right now.
Listen, we're talking about minority penises right now, okay?
I don't want to do that. I think I don't want to have this conversation anymore. I've entertained it a lot longer than I would like to, actually. We're moving on to like the married people kissing, okay? Which she kissed me a lot, which we never did, but it would have been weird if I refused too many kisses when we had to act married. After that, we went to the Airbnb room for the night and got a bit drunk, and she kept making sexual jokes, and we ended up having sex.
Yeah, dude. Nope, you're in there in more than one way, buddy. I'm sorry. You're screwed in more than one way. You got you're in over your head. Hopefully not in more than one way.
We didn't even talk about it and kept acting married for the rest of the time there, then dropped it when we came back home. It was really weird. Yeah, that is really weird.
It's pretty weird.
Why would you never talk about it again? You live together.
Well, no, he's like really. From what I can tell from the post, he's really bad at communicating.
Yeah.
Like
You're just like pretending it didn't happen. Meanwhile, she's over there like all giddy and giggling, like hee hee hee. You know, my husband's my boyfriend now, and you're just like, yeah, that was weird. I'll never think about it again.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like that sounds really depressing, actually.
That sounds awesome. This guy fucking rules. Actually, that's what you do. You're like, yeah, that was fucking weird. You never think about it again, dude. You go on dates with the ladies.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see. Where was it? Oh, then I had a girl flirt with me like 1 month later to a mutual friend's graduation party, and she interrupted and said to a friend of her, "I want to introduce you my husband."
Yeah.
Which is, so someone's flirting with him and she just pops in and is like, "I'm going to introduce you to my husband." Yeah, okay.
Yeah. She better been doing
That's-
the
yeah.
fucking laundry the whole goddamn time, though.
Probably she was.
They haven't. You can't just assume.
I mean, I'm assuming a lot here because there's not a lot of details on the important points. Who does the laundry? Is that split 50-50? I know you said you split bills 50-50, but if she's like taking care of you, like if she cooks dinner and feeds it to you, like puts it in front of you at the table, and she's like folding your underwear, and you had sex with her, like you're married.
Yeah, walking around and
That's
her fucking
that's a
sorry,
marriage.
making the curry, all of that. Then yeah, because I'm picturing the guy as Indian. I'm picturing both as Indian now.
Maybe they might be.
Some type of Asian.
They do arranged marriages as a rule, though, kind of like he wouldn't
And a
call it a cult then.
Oh, you think a Redditor wouldn't call it a cult?
I think he would just say that he's Indian as part of his culture.
Oh yeah, probably.
Like they just like I have seen a lot of posts from Indian people. There's just a lot of Indian people in the world, so you see them,
Yeah,
especially in like they'll
India.
just say like they'll always say in my culture blah 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 blah, and the first comment is like, "Are you Indian?" And
Right.
and then the OP is like, "Yeah, I'm Indian." They always say it's the culture. They have a lot of weird.
So it's not
Stuff.
Indian. It's not Indian.
Not Indian. It's probably some weird American Protestant sect, honestly.
You think? That would explain.
There's a lot of weird cults in the US and like really tiny isolated ones too.
Huh. We gotta get in there and clean those out, I think. That's probably crack down with the full force of the Biden administration.
ATF, let's go. That's really the Waco stuff makes me really sad, actually.
I don't give a shit.
There were a lot of children.
Yeah, that part's bad, but I
That's
mean,
really they just
okay, but well, here's the other thing. Think about what the government's been doing to me with taxes.
yeah, did they kill you?
They kill me. They
100
kill me
times?
They kill me 100 times a paycheck. Every
Look, okay.
every dollar, every cent, every
I understand.
that's way more important than some dumb 1980s kids.
Some dumb 1980s.
They didn't grow up to be fucking hilarious.
They might have.
None of them are gonna be funny.
They might have.
I don't think there was a one.
No, they would have had a lot of jokes about their weird cult upbringing.
Do you
Okay,
think
they
that that's
could
how
have been very
cults?
funny
Do
people.
you think people come out of cults and they're just like
And
have
just
laugh?
become stand-ups.
Yeah, they really laugh. They laugh about it a ton instead of like traumatized and write a book and go on fucking TV and they like show their fucking dumb book that's
Well,
never
I feel
funny.
like they should.
I think
I
they should
feel like
too.
they should tell jokes about it. Dark humor is some of the funniest stuff because it's like humor is supposed to be like surprising, and dark humor is like one of the most surprising kinds. Like
I'm not listen. I'm not saying that Waco was good. I'm not saying that the move bombing in Philadelphia was good. All I'm saying is that's in the past. I have to get paid every fucking Friday, and the government's hurting me worse because I'm alive for it.
they should. Okay, I understand. No, I agree. They should give us our taxes back.
And also, I still kind of want a submarine, but that's fine.
Okay, yeah, but we've got to find one that has like not a like a PlayStation controller
What?
as a navigation.
You know what? You know what's right?
I have an Xbox controller
It
right
would
here,
make it.
so I think
I
we're
feel
good.
like you're right. Xbox would work better. I feel like,
I think it's a better controller, probably.
and it just feels better in the hand.
Yeah.
It's got like bulk to it.
Fuck that. We'd go with
So,
Dreamcast.
so
Dreamcast is
I've
always
got
the
like
best
big
one.
hands.
Jesus.
They are. They big.
All right,
Like,
Shaq.
like long, freaking spindly fingers. It's like a spider.
Why do you look like the other mother from Coraline? Like that's
You've said that before.
it's
so
awful.
many times.
It's awful.
I do. This is another cartoon character. I apparently look. Okay. Anyway. You get the gist of this basically. And she's been very moody when I told her I was talking with a girl, and she invited her brother home exactly the day I was supposed to go on the first date. So I had to reschedule another day, and she told me those days she wanted to go for her aunt's birthday. We never went to her birthday before. Also, she looks happier since when she dang. Okay, since when the girl said she doesn't want to date me anymore and is trying to get physical contact way more, I think is what he's trying to say. Often like hugs or tickling me. So it's like I don't even need to read the rest of it. Like she likes you. She was flirting with you and showing you that she likes you. When she kissed you,
Yeah.
you kissed back. When you guys got drunk, you mutually did what you did, and you're still living together like husband and wife. You have not spoken to her about it to tell her that's not what it is. So she's just assuming everything's fine and it's what she wants to happen. You need to speak to her about this. Like, do you want to be married to her or not?
It does seem weird that they would remain married after he purchased her and moved away from the cult.
Yeah, and they're like going back to visit family still and stuff. What is the point?
I don't understand. I have so many questions about this fucking story, and it's nothing about what he wrote
Yeah.
in the whole final part of it. Because like that, it just sure, that makes sense. Some gal like shit, but the whole first part is something that you talk to the authorities about. If there's like a trafficking situation going on here, like
Yeah, you would think you would deal with that. They're buying people.
yeah,
Like, oh, it's a donation, and then you get this. Like, sure, that can work in things like the feds don't care about, but I mean, maybe they don't care about human trafficking.
you think they've got to be like a Mormon offshoot then, right? Like
It's
that's
got to be something like that, yeah. Or like these, like like the Duggard documentary that came out, and everyone's like freaking out about it and upset, like, oh, they're making Christians look bad. But there's a lot of just
aren't they just
like
Mormon?
there's a book written. I don't know what they are, but they
'Cause Mormons
follow
aren't fucking
some
Christians, right?
well, ask Mormons and they think they are. Okay? But they have like a completely weird theology, and they don't believe in the Trinity. They do not acknowledge the creed. Like, it's not.
Why is
No,
everybody
they're not
fucking
Christian.
dumb except me, dude? Like
I don't know.
I
But
got
it-
this I got
there's,
this
like,
new
a
idea.
bunch-
It's called "Don't buy people, even if they're women."
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's a mutual agreement and an hourly rate set, in which case, totally fine. Oldest profession in the world. Girl
No,
boss it. Girl
that
boss
doesn't
it
make
up.
it a good thing. No, come on, dude. These are desperate women who are controlled by. Okay.
I'm not at all desperate every time I march my fucking happy ass into that office every day and pretend that I'm not thinking of killing myself. Yeah, I'm not desperate at all. That's insane. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what that's like.
Do you get screwed? Literally,
Every day.
not metaphysically, not metaphorically.
Every day.
Very different thing.
Every day it feels like I'm being bent over a desk.
Your boss just
And
comes
clown.
in here.
No, sometimes it's my boss. Sometimes it's, clients. Sometimes it's just various things. And I'm getting fucked all the time, all right? That's how it feels. Just feels like somebody's just gaping my butt every fucking moment of the goddamn day.
I thought we weren't going to tell people what you really do. thought we were sticking with the email job thing.
I'm working
Like,
it
oh,
out.
the sales, the
Everybody,
salesman, quote unquote.
everybody knows what I'm selling. They've seen me. They've seen me. They know. Listen, work it while you got it. That's what I say.
It's the if you just search manlets in my area, that's where you.
I'm one of the, yeah. I'm on those sites. It's just me. It's like manlets in your area
It's
are
the
down
only
to
one.
fuck.
For free for pennies
Pennies on the dollar.
for
It
just
feels like.
$1.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
less than the cost of an avocado.
I think that every single moment of my fucking life feels like I'm getting raped violently. So yeah, I'm sorry that some gals get paid to do the one thing God put them on earth here to do. All right?
Oh, you're disgusting pig.
Hey, I'm not the one who put them here.
Look, speaking of which, okay, this girl is trying to do the one thing, and he's just freaked out by it.
Yeah.
What is wrong with him?
Maybe she's ugly, dude.
I don't think so. Like, okay, you're gonna tell me that a guy cared enough about his female friend to buy her so that another man that she hated wouldn't buy her, and he never had a crush on her?
I'm pretty sure that that's the polite thing to do if you don't want if you've got the two goats and a loaf of bread and you're really good friends with somebody and you can give that up so that they don't get sold into sex slavery. Yeah, I think that any guy would do that. Any guy would do that.
No. What do you mean any guy would do that? That's absurd. Most people would just cross the street if something horrific was happening on the sidewalk in front of them. You think any guy would do that? No.
If I'm watching
That's stupid.
if I'm watching loads of young women being blindfolded, zip tied, and just led into some black van, I'm gonna kind of do whatever I can to prevent that. I mean, I'm gonna call people with like guns and
Yeah.
I'm
He
not.
should have called the cops. That's true, but he bought her.
He doesn't know any better. He thought he was doing a nice thing.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, how is he not realizing that this girl that he liked enough to do that and that he's been getting along
Liked
with well
enough
enough for
to do
this many years? Do no, you cannot tell me that most men would do this for her.
Okay,
You can, I do not believe you. I don't believe you.
Here's a mind
Most
blower.
people would go, this is not my problem. Maybe they'd call the cops.
Here's a mind blower. All right. Even if you were going to be sold away for marriage, I would go, all right, let me fucking open up the old piggy bank, see what I could do to help her out.
What if it was $10,000?
Yeah, fine.
Huh. Well, that's nice to know.
That is a loan, by the way.
Ah, see, there's the catch. I was.
But yeah.
Now you're my slave till you pay back. Is that how that goes?
Well, you get a job, dude.
Make me another drink.
Nope, I already have Erica to do that shit. You have to go out into the work world and earn wages.
Just let me get sold off. Just leave me alone. Just let it happen. Work?
Yeah.
What?
Out in the whole world selling like fucking cars or waiting tables or something like that.
I could probably sell a car.
No, you would hate
You
it.
don't think I could sell a car?
I
I would hate it.
I think you could sell one car and then you realize how fucking hard it is and quit because it's the worst job. I tried selling cars like fucking 10 years ago. It is it is the worst fucking job. I don't know how people make careers out of it unless they get into the financial department. It is a terrible fucking job. I'll bet in the 80s and 90s it was really great, but now everybody has the internet, so they just show up and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need you to give me that Prius for 55 cents, and then also I get to fuck you." And you go to your boss, and he's like, "Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we can't give it to him for that much, but you are gonna have to let them fuck you." Like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Every time we bought cars, it's like the person is trying real hard to like be the guy that you buy the car from.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't care about your personality. Like literally, like I researched what car I wanted before I came here. I just want to drive it around and make sure.
Yep.
Literally anyone on the you could stop now. You could stop with this.
It's
Just
so
let me
annoying.
drive the car around
It
the block. Like,
I hated doing it. I hated doing it. And I worked at the internet department of it was Toyota. Like just it doesn't matter. It's Toyota of Hollywood. It's been 10 fucking years. All right, it doesn't fucking matter. I worked there for like 4 or 5 months at most. It was brutal as shit. You barely get paid anything. Everything you get paid, every car you sell, you get what's called because it's unless it's under the certain threshold price thing. Not the sticker price because they don't expect you to sell sticker price. Maybe they do. I don't remember, but you get $300 a car plus minimum wage.
I thought they made it like a commission, like a
You
percentage.
do. No, you do if you do
Okay.
above a certain amount. So
Oh,
everybody is just making $250, $300 a car.
that's terrible.
Yeah, it's complete ass. You know why? Because CarMax fucking exists. Carvana fucking exists.
Yeah.
You know, it's not what
But
it was.
it's way more expensive at CarMax versus like just buying something off Craigslist.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
But that's that's the way that it is. But yeah, it's a brutal fucking thing. And your shifts are 12 hours every single day, except maybe you'll get half of a Wednesday off. It's fucking terrible.
That sounds terrible. I would never be a car salesman.
I will never do that again. Yeah, it was fucking brutal.
I don't know what I would do. I honestly have no idea what I would do if I needed to like get a job or like go to school to get a job right now.
You go work at the fucking Applebee's like every other stupid bitch.
No, because I'd need to make more money than that.
Yeah, you can
bunch
make
of
pretty
kids.
you can make pretty good money at the Applebee's.
Well, maybe I'll just go work at Applebee's.
You should
Nobody
work
goes
at
to
Applebee's.
Applebee's.
People go to Applebee's.
Nobody goes to Applebee's.
People go to Apple. Why is Applebee's still open?
I don't know. That's a good question because I've been in Applebee's twice and both of them were deserted except for me and the people who walked in with me.
Yeah.
I'm not like I've never seen another person at an Applebee's.
You go to see, you don't understand this. People go to Applebee's because that's where they put Applebee's near a whole bunch of hotels where
Oh, yeah.
men go to have to go on business trips. That's why they're outside of airports. That's why they're near big old things of hotels, and that's how, and maybe sometimes inside of malls. That's how Applebee's lives. They know who they are. They're like Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut knows they're not a sit-down restaurant anymore. You get them in airports or Target. It's the only place you get Pizza Hut. You're not buying a full-ass pizza.
It is weird that it's in Target.
It is in Target.
I think that's really weird.
I mean, if Starbucks sold pizza, there'd be no more Pizza Hut in Target.
Yeah. But I mean they barely sell pizza. It's like little personal pan pizzas. It's not even
Yeah.
a whole pizza.
Yeah, they just pop them in the little toaster
dumb.
oven, and I mean, there's there's some Pizza Huts, but it's not working out for them.
Okay. I think we might be almost out of time and I'm a little worried about
We
starting
are.
a brand new story.
We've
before
got-
then.
We've got about 6 minutes left, I think.
Okay, let me see if I can scroll through and find a short one that I have not done.
Yeah, and we don't have a bonus episode this week because
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, guys.
You're never
so
sorry.
I'm gonna...
You're
Look,
never
I've got a
sorry.
lot going on right now.
Got a lot going on right now. Got a lot going on right now. Every
I
day.
have to go.
Every day I
off-
wake up.
I
I
have to
get
go off-
raped. I get raped every day when I go to
You
work
deserve it.
because of what I'm wearing. Awesome clothes.
Yes.
Well, there you go, ladies
Look,
and gentlemen.
you can't
Everybody
leave the
just
house
says,
dressed like that and expect men to contain themselves.
sometimes it's women, and that makes it the worst. Getting chewed out by a woman in a bitchy email, and you're like, I'm going to come over there and hit you. But you can't hit them.
You can't hit them. You might get fired. And the police called. It's a whole thing.
But it'd be like, officer, she sent the worst fucking email. She should read her own emails before she does reply all and tries to get my fucking superiors involved with this shit.
Oh my goodness gracious. Maybe you should hit her.
Can't. I'm too busy getting raped
you
by
could,
somebody
like,
else at the time.
You could like verbally smack her with your response email that has like a heavily coded snarky
Oh.
reply inside the business speak.
Oh, no. I'm very good at as per our conversation earlier. Yeah, that's...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
As previously mentioned on whatever date. Yeah, that fucking... I hate it. I should go and work in the the military.
You should go work in the
I could be like
military, and you should go
Ukraine.
get blown up by an IED.
Dude, that was going to be my destiny if I had followed my father's advice. He was desperately trying to get me to join the fucking military right around the time the surge in Iraq started. Uh, I would have just been blown up. Like, I would have just died. It's
You would have been
hilarious.
happier.
Um, I mean, not by your views. I'd be in hell.
Hopefully not. I actually think that there's a chance that if all this is true and blah blah blah, that there's a moment before death where you get to make a choice. Like you could just repent on your
no.
deathbed.
Too busy.
Like as you're dying.
too
You know
busy-
what I mean? Like
Nah,
one
nah.
last like, hey, I'm the cool Jesus guy. You want to come with me? And you're like, nah, I still hate you. And then you go.
Well, I
to
don't
hell.
hate. Why would I hate him? I'd be like,
Well,
listen.
then there you go. Maybe you'd be fine.
No, I'd be like, listen. I haven't ever really liked hippies, so
Gonna have to do something about that hair, man.
yeah. I mean, your hair's too long. Your
I
beard.
can't-
I hate your outfit.
can't take you
That's the only
seriously
thing I
right
don't
now.
like is the outfit. Seriously, Birkenstocks? What the fuck is that? You're going fucking no socks Birkenstock? Come on, bro. Meanwhile, you turn around, Devil's
some
like
socks.
Balenciaga, and you're like, damn, it's a fucking sweet outfit, and then you're like, ah,
See,
shit.
Never mind. I guess you are going to hell. I'd wear the Birkenstocks. I would. I mean, I wouldn't now, but if that's what I had to do, that's what I would do. I
don't
would wear
wanna-
the Birkenstocks.
I don't want to walk around with Birkenstocks for eternity.
Yeah, but would you even care?
Yeah, I mean,
You're
they're
like-
not comfortable.
It's like bliss. You don't even notice.
Yeah, it's more like blisters.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a problem.
I'm gonna head down to. Wait, hell is just France. It just.
It's Quebec.
Yeah.
You're there, you're just like looking around, like, why are all the signs in English and French?
English
is
and
this-
French and
Where
Aramaic.
am I? Oh no.
You're like, wait a second. This isn't so good. I don't like this at all. It's just Drake is sitting there up on the fucking, Toronto
You have to
tower.
listen
like,
to
it's just
Drake
Canada.
music for the rest of eternity.
Well, you heard about that one story, right? Some preacher said that he died of a heart attack and went to hell, and it was Rihanna's Umbrella that kept playing over and over.
I
love
believe
that
it.
song. I love that song.
Well, no, I could see why it would be annoying after it played repeatedly for a while, though. Can't you
I mean, any song would be annoying if it played for eternity. Yeah.
no, you could do like what is it called? Oh, goodness gracious. Never mind. I can't even remember what it's called. You could do some sort of
Well, you could do the entire
Emerson,
Nevermind
Lake and
album.
Palmer stuff, and it's just like 8-minute long song.
I think it'd be better if it was a longer song.
Do just prog rock on repeat.
Yeah, prog rock is pretty cool though.
It's cool. It's weird.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Okay. I have another problem that we can solve. So another problem. Okay, speaking of problems, you did mention problems. See how smoothly I'm transitioning into this? You can go to
Transitioning.
egardwatches.com. You can put in promo code HELP and you can get 15% off your order for a very cool new watch. Okay? If you missed out on Father's Day, you can just give them a late one and say it came in the mail, like it got delayed in postage. Like it's not a bad idea. You should go buy him a watch right now.
When it comes in 3 to 4 weeks, you're gonna be like, yeah, it was really delayed.
It's
But
crazy. I don't know. They sent it to Canada and then they sent it here. It was really weird.
well, I think you can't tell them it's Swedish, but I'm pretty sure they have distribution centers in America. I mean, there's really no excuse. Just tell your dad that you don't love him and that you're
It's
a
a-
girl now.
You could do that.
You're like, I was
but-
listening to this podcast and I was just trying to be like one of the hosts. Or you could listen to you could be like, I was listening to a podcast and I was trying to be like one of the hosts, the cool one. And you get
The cool one.
you get a sweet fucking watch and you can just flash on the boys all the time. You're like flashing on you, dude. Stunting on you, dude. You do that. Do that. People like it when you do that. You get up in their face and you're like stunting on you. Flashing
You know
your shit
how
around.
else? Yeah, you know how else you can stunt on people? You could be like, "Yo, I got this subscription for $1. You know, just $1 at Patreon.com/here to help podcast. There's no bonus episode this week, but the following week you will get another one, and also you have the
Man.
entire back catalog. What?
Man, seriously,
What?
that's not how you do that pitch.
I
You're
don't
not
care.
the
Leave me
pitch
alone.
bitch. You're not the
Leave
pitch
me
bitch.
alone. I'm a pitch bitch.
You're like, hey,
I
give
am
us
the pitch bitch.
give us some money. By the way, nothing this week at all. Because you know how
Do you want me to lie to them?
No, because here's how you
Pick it
pitch
up.
this. Yeah, there's nothing this week. However, in lieu of that, I will be on Monday, if I remember, but definitely through the weekend. I am back to doing the comedy streams over on kick.com/Bryden Proctor. Done a couple of them now. Way funnier than this fucking show. It's just me. Just me and old TV shows and weird stuff on YouTube. You know, just the real organ, the real organ, the guts of this show. Just raw comedy with none of the filler.
I am not filler.
No, believe me, I know. I thought you might be when we started the show, but after over a year, it's more like the anchor of the show, I think.
You know what? I anchor us in love and reality and truth and justice and the American way. That's how I anchor us. Okay.
Yeah, that's what everybody likes is an anchor. Everybody likes an anchor.
Look, I'm doing a good job. People are here for me, not for you. Okay. People are here to listen to me.
No,
Okay.
that's why they're listening on youtube.com/Bryden Proctor.
Well, you didn't make a separate here to help
I
channel.
didn't do that.
You said you would episode 1. You said you would before we did the pilot, which we
Yeah.
didn't air, but which you can get in the $5 tier of the patreon.com/here to help podcast. It's only $5 tier or above that you get that bonus, that very first pilot episode. That is cringe and embarrassing.
It's not very good.
I hate you. I hate you.
That's
Why are you
fine.
doing this to me? Why are you making stuttering noises at me when I'm not stuttering?
No, you're
Okay.
stuttering.
I hate you,
I'm
I'm done. I'm leaving right now. Thank you, Okay. Thank you for listening. Have a great
That's
week.
all, folks.
Have a great week.